Hello there.
Tuco is down, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, Tuco is down. Who is the next big player going to be in the Breaking Bad series? Let's find out. We continue our journey. We are up to Season 2, Episode 3 today, titled Bit by a Dead Bee. Hank was severely close to uncovering Walter and Jesse last episode. It was a fantastic episode, and I cannot wait to see what this show has to offer. And continuously, it just keeps delivering and delivering. So, my name is Elie Moses, your 23-year-old law and film student here for Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, baby. And today, we are up to episode 3 of season 2 of Breaking Bad. Let's waste no more time. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. Let's smash it.
It's a bold plan, Mr. White. You sure this is the way to go?
Imagine they do end up in Mexico. Like, I'd laugh my ass off. Oh, they're splitting up. Well, Jesse did say it's a bold plan. I'm interested to see what the plan is. He's uncovering different pieces of clothing. Walter changed. Oh no, he hasn't changed yet. Okay, he's just running around naked in the supermarket. Okay. Not running around, but walking around. Is this a way to get admitted into a hospital or something? Or like get taken by the cops? To make it think like it's the cancer, like he's deranged? He had an episode.
Not a whole lot. He came in dehydrated and disoriented, but once we gave him fluids, he stabilized pretty quickly.
But I mean, he knows where he is.
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's only the last day or so that seemed to be missing. Go on in. He's probably awake.
Playing the memory card. Clever, clever.
Yes, son, I know who you are. Come here. Give your man a hug. Oh. So good to see you.
How do you feel?
Better. Yeah, I feel like myself. Really, I mean, in past couple days are missing, but other than that, I feel fine.
God, Walt.
Problem is, with episodes like this and what Walter is doing, right? He's only gonna get basically one shot at doing what he did, because I feel like after this event, the rest of the family, Skylar, Hank, Walter Jr., they're gonna put Walt on lockdown. Not lockdown per se, but they're gonna carefully watch what he does. So Walter has to be very careful how he interacts with Jesse and when he can interact with Jesse if they do continue with that, because he's only basically he only had one bullet at this, basically. He had one in the chamber left, and he's like, I'm going to pull this one out, okay? I'm going to shoot my shot at this one, but I doubt he can play this card again. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if he can, but
This is
I doubt Skylar would basically let Walt leave his sight, sorry.
A shootout.
He killed some guy, some big drug dealer. Uncle Hank wasted him.
Oh my God, is he all right?
absolutely fine.
But where did this happen? How could he?
Walt, everything's okay.
An unrelated family matter.
Searching for your brother-in-law, as I understand.
Your brother-in-law.
Yes, sir. He's since been found. He's fine. The whole thing was a misunderstanding. But at the time, he'd been missing for several hours, and since he's in poor health, the whole family was concerned. I was talking to his friends and acquaintances trying to get a fix on his whereabouts. The Monte Carlo at the scene belonged to a former student of his, a Jesse Pinkman. I was tracking down Mr. Pinkman's car when I came across Mr. Salamanca.
And what about this Pinkman? What was his car doing at the crime scene? Have you run him down yet?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Gotta love Hank's composure in that scene, but he probably put Jesse in more shit now. Like Jesse is in a worse situation than
Man,
Walter here. Like
they're
way
like
worse.
Jehovah's Witnesses. They don't give up.
Let's do this.
I love how the smoke from the car's still there. Like such great attention to detail.
560. You know what?
Oh, go. He'll pay the rest later. He's totally good for it. Jesse's a stand-up dude.
That right? You a stand-up dude?
Yeah, I am. I will get you the other 500.
500 more. Your word's bond, right?
Right.
I wonder how many of those situations there will be in this show. Where I'll give you the sum of the money now and the
Save
rest
your
later.
skinny ass, yo. I totally vouch for you.
What's the last thing you remember?
Well, I was driving home, I think.
Do you remember coming home? You came in and I asked why you were out of breath. You don't remember talking to me when I was in the bathtub?
Walt's got to put on
No, I'm sorry.
an Oscar-worthy performance
Nothing
here.
else, no fleeting images.
Well, no, I was walking down some road or highway with a lot of headlights, and I remember feeling fear.
All right, thank you.
Well, there's definitely some good news here. The MRI shows no metastases.
Meaning the cancer hasn't spread to the brain.
Yeah, we're looking really good.
Oh, thank God. So, what was it then?
Well, there's no sign of stroke or seizure.
And considering your condition, the blood panel looks good.
I don't think I'm.
Walt, please. Stressed out is putting it mildly.
Well, I guess I've had a lot on my mind lately, but as I've said, I'm feeling much better. Shouldn't we be talking about when I can get out of here?
Well, that may still be a ways down the road.
A ways down the road?
Actually, I think our next move is to schedule a psychiatric evaluation.
Walt doesn't really know what he's got himself
Is
into here.
that absolutely necessary.
Well, nobody likes being in the hospital. I get that. But until we know what caused this incident, we can't be certain it won't recur.
Walt thought this was going to be a simple check-in, check-out situation. It worked for the bit, but then, you know, there's other procedures that need to be undertaken. And I like the attention to detail again with his forehead. The sunburn marks, obviously from walking around in the desert in the sun for like a few hours or a long while. I like that. I like that. There's your probable cause.
I'm going. Hey, what's going on, huh? What'd I do?
Jesse Pinkman, I presume?
This is going to be so interesting. I love it. I love it. It's so good. And I feel like in this show, they use a lot of... Like, I remember last episode, I saw one of the comments saying how at the beginning of the episode, the hydraulics of the car represented Tuco's heartbeat, and how it was racing. And then at the end, as the hydraulics of the car slowly slowed down and came to a pause, that's obviously representing his heartbeat stopping as he shot and died. And I felt like in that situation as well, the tap water running and leaking and just tapping onto the sink is representative of Jesse's heartbeat in that situation, how it was quickly speeding up and racing. The show tends to do that a lot with other sort of diegetic sounds in the scene representing what our characters are going through. It's fantastic.
What, man?
Tell me again.
Again. What's there to tell? Okay, her and I were partying. That's it.
Since Saturday night? Partying for 3 days straight, huh? Just bumping uglies and smoking that crystal you got from Pal Tuco?
Taco? I don't know any taco, and I damn sure didn't say anything about no crystal.
3 days, you must have got hungry.
Yeah, I guess.
You ordered takeout?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where from? You get yourself a little that moo goo guy pan from that chink place around the corner?
Nah, we didn't. We got stuff from the vending machine. You know, Funyuns. I had a Hot Pocket.
Funyuns and Hot Pockets. You didn't notice your car was gone?
Not until you guys went and busted down the door. Okay, now who's gonna pay for that? Huh? Management's gonna be on my ass for sure.
How come you weren't answering your cell phone?
It was in my car.
We found your car. But your phone wasn't in it.
Wait, you found my car? You found my car. Awesome! DA all the way! Yes!
Oh, I love this. I love this.
Since we're talking about missing property, did you leave anything else in the car?
Like what?
Like what? Like
It's performance v performance.
Like this? $67,920.
That's not mine.
That's not yours? Huh. Well, he says it's not his, Gomi. Gee, I really thought this might be yours.
I wish.
Unclaimed drug money, huh? Nice.
You know what we got here, Gomi, don't you? That's a new interdiction van right there. Yeah. Definitely some new softball jerseys because we need them, you know?
Good thing Tuco's already dead. I lost this kind of money, I'd want to kill myself.
Sue's your chief, little engine.
What does that even mean?
Means I think your story's bullshit. I think you know who Tuco Salamanca was. I think your car was there because you were there. Tuco had a bullet in him when I got there, and I think you know something about that too.
Woo! Damn!
So what are you saying? Like, I shot someone with like a gun?
You? Only shooting you do is into a Kleenex.
That was...
You know the badass you did.
Hank just fired some shots,
I
but
was partying
without a weapon.
with Wendy. Okay.
Funyuns and boom boom. Nah. I don't think so. Tell you what, we're gonna go talk to that skinny yeast factory of a girlfriend you got. And you know what? I got a feeling she's gonna, you know, roll on you.
Man called her a yeast factory.
Don't go nowhere. Oh. Oops.
Hank and Gomi are too good at this. Like, it's like Jesse didn't crack under pressure, to be fair, but it's if a girl
Where's my root beer?
stuffs
Come
up.
on. I gotta pee and I got low blood sugar.
Like what kind of medical issues? A penis withdrawal?
Oh, wow.
Longus interruptus?
Wow.
Wendy, listen, talk to me. And you get a root beer and a tinkle. He did, didn't he? Wendy, you can do it. You can do it, Wendy.
He ain't.
Wendy.
He ain't even
You
trying.
want to go back to giving Wendy's, Wendy.
Wow.
It's you. I know you. You're the one in the black truck. You wanted me to do that kid.
What?
The kid with the crutches. The football player.
How about we stay on topic?
Look, Jesse came over to the palace at 11 o'clock Saturday night. We were together the whole time and he never left the room.
I'm surprised she
That's all
remembered
I'm
that.
saying about that. Now, come on. Where's my root beer?
Not yet. One more shot at that little skid mark.
I loved in the interrogation scene, I loved the overhead shot in the corner of the room where the camera was planted, and you sort of see Hank's facial expressions, but then there's also the mirror in the right hand side of the frame, and it reflects so you could see, I guess, I didn't know the girl's name, I forgot, but you can see her sort of expression a little bit, even though it was obscured, but it was sort of like a two-way shot, if that makes sense, because of the way the mirror, because of the way the camera was planted in the corner of the screen looking down at Hank, and the mirror was also in frame, and it reflected her reaction as well. I wish they kept that longer as Hank kept talking. That was a fantastic setup right there. I loved it. Probably my favorite shot this episode so far.
Walt, a fugue state is a very serious event.
Wait.
What if you were to disassociate while you were driving? What if you were to get into a situation where you could be shot by the police?
I recognize this guy. I recognize this actor. Wait, that's the mayor. Is that the mayor in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? That's the mayor from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Don't tell me otherwise. That is the mayor. Yo, the mayor, what's up? He survived the ascension. What's up? That's the mayor. Oh, that is the mayor. That is. Oh, that's crazy. That's sad.
You understand, we can't allow you to leave until we're certain what happened was a non-recurring event. Saying you feel fine doesn't solve this.
Would you tell me about patient confidentiality?
It's very straightforward. Without your permission, I can't disclose anything you tell me to anyone.
What about my family?
Not to your family, not to the police, not to anyone.
Oh, this is going to be
The only
interesting.
exception would be if you threatened to kill someone. Then I'd be able to tell that person, but only that person.
And you, as a medical practitioner, you abide by these strictures absolutely.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
All right. There was no fugue state. I remember everything. The truth is, I couldn't stand to spend another second in that house. I just had to get out. And so I left. I didn't think about it, I just did it. I walked for a long time, and when I couldn't walk anymore, I hitchhiked. I got as far as Gallup. Then it was just time to come home.
Clever way to put it. Clever way.
Being found naked in a supermarket, that was your way of giving credibility to a lie? Of avoiding questions about your disappearance?
Doctor, my wife is 7 months pregnant with a baby we didn't intend. My 15-year-old son has cerebral palsy. I am an extremely overqualified high school chemistry teacher. When I can work, I make $43,700 per year. I have watched all of my colleagues and friends surpass me in every way imaginable, and within 18 months, I will be dead. And you ask why I ran?
This is so good. My God, here's Johnny. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, the way he looked at that man, that gave away a lot. Nah, that gave away a lot. The Hank nod and so he's like, yeah.
Gummy, you want to do the honors?
Oh, yes, no, yes, no. Here we go.
Buenas tardes, señor Salamanca.
Oh, come on. This is bullshit. I mean, look at this dude, all right? He doesn't even know what planet he's living on.
Senor, are we on the planet Mars?
That
Are we on
look.
the planet Saturn?
Look at his eyes,
Are
man.
we on the planet Earth?
Look at the way he's looking at Jesse.
Senor, is today Friday? Is today Monday? Is today Tuesday?
Okay. Seems like he's all there. Let's go for it.
Was this man at your house yesterday?
Huh?
Senor, was this man at your house yesterday?
Okay.
This guy right here, he was at your house, right? Was he doing business with your nephew, Tuco?
Are you scared of this man?
What the heck? Holding it in.
Come on, Granddad.
Really, man?
Man.
Really? I just ate. Nah.
guess that's a no.
Does he really? Is it because he has something against the cops as well? That's
Told
why.
you, numbnuts. This guy's OG.
Oh, yeah.
Kept his mouth shut for 17 years in San Quentin. Stroke or no stroke. Old school gangbang Mexicans don't help the feds.
Yeah, right already.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Gotta kick Pinkman loose. He's nobody anyway.
What, you telling me you buy that lame ass story it is?
I buy that lame ass story more than I buy he had anything to do with shooting Tuco, man.
Hank's onto it. Hank's
Dad.
onto it.
Hey, Dad. Thanks. So, what you doing now?
Waffle House?
Waffle House is good.
Why does Jesse continue to stoop that low, man? Ah, 4K. 4K. Okay, lucky. How is there more tension in this scene than horror movies? Ah, I hate needles. I hate blood. Ah! He had to reinsert the drip. That painting has to have some sort of significance, surely. 3 members there. A mum, her 2 kids, the one on the way, and the father drifting away in the boat.
What's this?
Look at that. They got the gut right.
Hey. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you.
We all got you a little something, and this is from all of us.
You shouldn't have.
Is this for surviving the shootout?
Oh, you sick puppy. I love it. Ow.
What'd they get him?
Treat me like I'm Elliot Ness, okay? I mean, they threw me a party. The gals baked me a chocolate chip cake like you wouldn't believe, okay? Hey, you ought to disappear more often. Just kidding. Don't do that. Oh, hey, look. Hey, look what they gave me. Look what they gave me. That gentleman is the grill of the guy I shot.
Oh.
His grill?
Yeah, it's he kind of goes over the front teeth like that, you know. Sort of a fashion statement, I guess. You know, certain folks attracted to shiny things.
Oh, wow, cool.
You know, I'm waiting for the inevitable, right? And the inevitable is Hank is going to discover what Walt and Jesse are doing. And when he finds out it's Walt, I'm just waiting for that moment to see, like, what Hank is going to do when he realizes it's family that has been chasing after all this long. But the show could throw a curveball in Walt's favor where something possibly happens to Hank just where he's at the precipice of, like, finding out, right? He's at the precipice of finding out and something happens to Hank. Or Walt does something to Hank and it's just one of those matters where it's just like, I have to do what I have to do. And I don't know. I'm waiting for that moment where Hank finds out what's happening because it is going down that path, but it seems he's always a step behind and just can't connect that final piece of the puzzle. But the show, like I said, could throw a curveball where something happens to Hank. It could be a death of natural causes or something, like a heart attack, who knows, that just might favor Walt in the end. Just as he's about to discover it's Walt, something happens to Hank. I'm not sure, but I can't wait because this show's phenomenal.
Say, honey, I was just thinking about going out to 7-Eleven. Do you need anything? Big gulp. Slim Jim. This will not happen again, okay? I won't let it. I'm still here. I'm me. And we're going to be okay.
Walt, do you have a second cell phone?
Second cell phone?
The night you disappeared, you came in when I was taking a bath, and you were very upset. And then your cell phone rang. I saw you check the number, and then you got up and just disappeared. And when Hank checked your phone records, there was no call. No call on the phone I know about.
Skylar just as good as interrogating as Hank.
Odd. I mean, I don't remember any of that. But one thing I am sure of is that I don't have a second cell phone.
Hey, the fadeaway. You hit him with the fadeaway. Ah. Damn. Damn. That was a fantastic episode again. And even though it was more of a slow burner, like nothing much happened in terms of like anything drug related or action scenes, shootout scenes. I get invested in this show just with the character conversations, and they were all fantastic this episode. I mean, the interrogation scenes with Hank and Jesse, and Hank and the other girl, I don't know her name, I can't remember her name, but they were all fantastic, and the character interactions are what drive this show anyway. And this episode is another great example of that. It was a slow burner, but it needed to be a slow burn. And I like how they didn't deal with the situation of Jesse and Walt getting away really quickly. I felt like they took their time well to deal with it, and Walt sort of came up with a plan. And it ended up working to their favor again. Luck is a little bit on their side. You know, things started swinging their way this episode again, even though at the end of the last episode you thought they were really in the shit basically. And this episode you saw Walt dug a hole for himself that he thought he was gonna cover up really quickly. And I like that because they were digging a hole at the beginning of this episode to bury a gun. But yeah, Walt dug a metaphorical hole for himself that he thought he was going to cover up quickly with him going to the hospital, and then, you know, he'll be discharged quickly. But no, that hole was a little bit deeper because he had to go through another process. He had to go through various tests. He had to go through therapy with a psychiatrist, and it was great stuff. But he got over that hurdle eventually. And yeah, it's just, I love Hank. I love Hank so much. I love his character. He's so good. But Skylar is the one that is another obstacle for Walt at the moment, because she seems to be just as good as investigating as Hank. She knows something's up. I mean, it's his wife. The wife knows all, okay? But yeah, this is a fantastic show. I have nothing but praise for it so far, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless and peace.